This type of AI video is everywhere right now. The interesting part isn't just making one viral looking video, it's figuring out why the format works and then being able to recreate that structure with completely different content. So today I'm testing two approaches, a normal prompt versus a Flova skill. And I'm going to see which one actually gives me more control. Before generating anything, I want to understand what actually makes this format work. And there are four main things I'm looking at. The hook, the first few seconds, need to immediately show the viewer something interesting, and the pacing. Also, the video moves quickly, with very little wasted time, and the shots. And each shot has a specific purpose and keeps the subject visually clear. And finally, the transitions and payoff. The video constantly gives you a reason to keep watching until the end. So instead of copying the original video, I'm going to recreate this underlying structure with my own subject, visuals, and story. Here you can see we have the flow of AI. Here you can choose the models, the skills, and the assets that you have, or you can insert images, audios, videos, or prompts. And for the first video, I'll choose the Seasons 2.5 without any skill, and I'll give it my prompt. I'm giving it the model, the concept, the visual style, the action, and the general pacing, and I'll generate the video. Now, here is the result. Guys, this is not bad, and the visuals are good, the subject is there, and it definitely captures some of the style I'm going for. But there are problems. The opening isn't as strong as the reference, the pacing feels slightly off, and some of the shots don't follow the exact structure I wanted, and this is the problem with relying on a single prompt. You can describe the result, but you're not necessarily describing the entire production process. I'm going to try the same idea using a Flova skill. A skill is a bit different from simply saving a prompt. It can contain things like the reference, analysis method, storyboard structure, generation order, prompt rules, and revisions logic. Instead of starting from make me a viral video or something like that, like a prompt, I establish the subject, then follow the shot structure, generate the individual sections, and finally review and revise the result. I'm also replacing the original videos, characters, and assets with my own, so we're borrowing the production structure, not copying the actual content. And here's the difference: the hook happens earlier, and the subject is introduced more clearly, the shots follow the structure we analyzed, and the pacing feels much closer to the format I'm trying to recreate. So this shot is almost right, but the subject takes a little bit longer to appear. I'm telling Flova to reveal the subject earlier, move the main action forward, and keep the rest of the composition consistent. So guys, right now I'll put the first one, like the prompt one, here in the left side, and the revisioned one in the right side. The prompt-only version gave me a good starting point, but the skill-based workflow gave me more structure. Skill described how I wanted the content to be produced, and that's a pretty important difference with the skill. So I can preserve the hook, storyboard logic, structure, pacing, and many more. So if I want to make another video using this format, I don't have to start completely from zero. But there's only one more test that I want to do. If this only works for one video, then it's not really that useful, you know. So I'm taking the same skill and applying it to a completely different concept. Different subject, different visuals, different story. But I'm keeping the same underlying production method. And this is where I think the skill becomes more interesting. And guys, here it is, the final result. Also, I think this is where the skill becomes more interesting. The content changes, but the format and workflow stay consistent, you know? That's what makes it reusable. So these are the final three results that you've seen in the video. The first one was the prompt only version, the second one was the first skill based version, and finally the revised skill version. The biggest difference isn't necessarily that one version magically looks better, it's the amount of control I've had over the process. I can analyze the format, also turn that analysis into a workflow, generate a content, identify a specific problem, and revise the exact part. Is Flova replacing the creator? Not really, and honestly, I don't think that's the point. The creator still needs to decide what makes the video interesting, what should be changed, and whether the final result is actually worth publishing. What Flava does is turn that creative process into something more structured and reusable, instead of having a giant prompt that you hope works. Build a repeatable workflow around the idea, and if you want to try Flava yourself, I leave the link in the description. And if you enjoyed this experiment, make sure to subscribe because I'm going to keep testing more AI video workflows and seeing which one actually works. This one works very good, I love it, Flava AI, and I'm Apex. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.